breath. Breath is life. The first time you saw light, you cried up and took your first breath. We live on the energy our lungs bless us with, and one day we all will leave this world with our last breath. Life starts and ends with breath. As the father of Aikido, Morihei Ueshiba, said, breath is the thread that ties creation together. Today, we will use the breath as the object of meditation. I will share with you a simple progression of meditating on the breath, going from a laying down to a sitting position. This video is geared towards beginners and those who have found it difficult to meditate. But if you have been meditating for a while now, you might still find some useful tips. And if you are new to mindfulness, I recommend you to check out my previous video where I explain what is mindfulness and why to practice it. I'm really looking forward to dive into the exercise, so without further ado, let's get into it. First, why the breath? There are two reasons that make breath an excellent object for meditation. First is that we human beings breathe. The breath is always there. You don't need any fancy tools to practice. All you need is your breath. 2. Breath is a bridge. It's a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. You don't need to think about it. The breath will happen automatically. You can go to sleep knowing that the breath will take care of itself. But you can also manipulate it consciously. You can hold your breath, you can inhale and exhale, and you can manipulate different breathing patterns if you wish so. But today, we won't manipulate the breath. Rather, we will work with the natural breath as it happens. More about breath and breathing in later videos. The mind is like a ship. If you leave a ship without an anchor, it will drift away. The same way, if you leave your mind without an anchor, it will drift away too. And it will be defenseless to the storms. That's where the breath comes in. We use our natural breath as it happens as the object of meditation. At the beginning, your mind and your heart might be stormy. There might be a lot of thinking and feeling swirling inside of you. But by bringing your mind back over and over again, by anchoring it, the storm will eventually calm. There is something magical about just observing, not prodding and poking the moment, not trying to change things, rather to see and accept things for what they are. Being the observer, watching the moment as it unfolds in front of you like a lotus unfolding, petal by petal. This is what meditating on the breath is, watching the breath as it happens. By anchoring your mind on the movement of the breath, you bypass the mind's tendency to jump around. And what was a murky, whirling water slowly becomes a crystal clear pond, reflecting the true mirror of this very moment. Now you know what the exercise is about. It's time to practice. As I said, I will show a simple progression of meditating on the breath, going from a laying down to a sitting position, so you can build your skill step by step. The first position I will show you is laying down. It's an excellent way of getting introduced into focusing on the breath, because you can physically follow the movement of your belly, and through that, your breath. On top of relaxing, strengthening our ability to focus, there is another benefit to this exercise. You practice deep belly breathing, which is our natural, healthy way of breathing. You observe any infants, you will see that their belly moves with every breath. This pattern of breathing is not just healthier, but it will activate the parasympathetic nervous system, counteracting stress, and by that, calming the mind. You can lay on any comfortable surface, While using the bed can be a viable option, I much more prefer a yoga mat laid on the ground. A too comfortable place can make some people sleepy, and that's not what we want here. We want to stay alert throughout the exercise. The first thing you might notice is that I'm using a yoga block. This can be replaced by any other object, like a book or a plush toy. Later being an excellent way to teach this meditation to children. Let them focus on their favorite toy. It will bring them comfort while easing into the practice. You can see me watching the block. I visually focus on the object. I'm watching the block moving up and down as I'm breathing in and out. This gives a practical and easy way for us to anchor our attention on the breath. If you have never done meditation before or have had a hard time keeping your attention on the breath, you might find this exercise very useful, as many of us used to better focus on things that we see than things that we sense. Once you are comfortable with holding your attention on the object using your vision, you can progress into the second variation of the meditation. Here I lay down straight, and instead of seeing the movement of the object, I'm sensing it. In other words, I'm feeling how my belly moves up and down. Having an object is still helpful, as a small weight helps keeping your attention on the belly. As your focus becomes stronger, you will become aware of subtler and subtler sensations. And sensing the movement will become second nature. At this point, you can leave the object behind, and you can practice sensing the movement of your belly without any external help. And how long should you meditate? As long as you like. When you start out, just set aside a small amount of time every day, like 5-10 minutes. What's important is that you meditate regularly and enjoy the benefits. Later, as you become a more adept meditator, you can increase the time further, strengthening your intention to stay in the meditation even when you experience discomfort. There is a huge leverage in being able to be present with discomfort. It will open up your world to a whole new array of insights. But for now, just keep it easy and enjoy. You can see I changed position from laying down to sitting. But my job remains the same, observing the movement of my belly. When we meditate in a sitting position, it's important that we maintain the correct posture, because a slouched over posture can hinder the effectiveness of our meditation. For example, a collapsed chest will restrict your breathing, and a dropped head will make you drowsy. Therefore, the most important thing you can do is to keep your posture straight and relaxed during the meditation. Here is how you do it. Imagine there is a thread originating at your tailbone, going through your entire spine, neck, piercing through the rear top of your head, going up to the sky. Now imagine this thread gently pulling you up. Feel it straightening and holding your entire posture. Now relax into it and let it hold you. If you do this right, the correct posture will automatically happen. But if not yet, you can correct them for yourself. So let me break it down. Straighten the spine. Tuck your chin in slightly so the back of your head straightens just a little bit. And finally open up your chest, pulling the shoulders back, again a little bit. Now relax your shoulders, arms, face, and the rest of the body while keeping your structure poised. This way you will feel focused and relaxed at the same time. It's like the posture is the foundation you can rely on during the meditation. There are a couple of tricks that will help you to have a straight spine. For example, if you are sitting on a chair, sit on the edge and don't use the back of the chair. You can also sit on the ground. I'm using 2 meditation pillows to raise and tilt my pelvis and 2 yoga blocks to raise my knees. This helps with the straight spine. I find this cross-legged position a super easy option to start. Having said all of this about posture, know that posture is there to support and not to stop you. You can meditate anywhere and any way you want. Remember, the whole point of this exercise is very simple. We anchor our attention on one thing, and by that the mind calms itself. Thoughts, feelings, sensations might come into your awareness. Don't do anything with them. Let them come and go. If distracted, come back to the object of meditation. Your job is simple. It's only to sustain your attention and bring it back whenever it's lost. Enjoy the process. During this time, you don't need to be productive. You don't need to do anything or go anywhere. This time is just for you. Just for you, the object of meditation, which is in this case, the breath. That's it, my friend. A simple progression that will help you calm your mind. Go and try it out and let me know how it went. Ask away, that's what the comment section is for. I'm here to help. And remember that with every interaction, you not just help out the channel, but you also build a community of like-minded people. Thank you being part of the channel. I appreciate you so much. But don't go anywhere. In the next video, I will show you how you can build your own regular meditation practice, aka your own monk discipline. Remember, practice is the name of the game. You are innately whole, and see you there.